MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Here's Ender Inciarte, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Second baseman.
Stepping in, Hernan Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Freddie Freeman.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in. Chopped weakly to the left.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Well, Matt, they got a great pitcher on the mound, so to me, my philosophy changes when I know he's throwing. I only need a couple runs. So I get that leadoff guy on, I may move him up and drive in a run every time I get an opportunity. And then it just relaxes him on the mound as well, knowing he's got a couple runs early and let him do his thing.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Castillo is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Burns is retired, and there's one away. So coming to the plate, Jose Ramirez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. Simmons is there in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Lamb has room in foul territory, and the inning is over. So digging in now, Jake Lamb. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high. The 0-2 home. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Into the windup and the pitch. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. On the ground up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 6. Right fielder.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Adam fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Bogarts. No. Josh Bell the next to hit. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
First baseman. Josh Bell.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Oh, that was a pretty good pitch right there. A little bit late. That's why he wasn't able to catch it. Right there in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. On the ground to the left side. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox after the inning.
Batting fifth. Right fielder.
In now is Yasiel Puig. In there, strike one.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
And he will reach down to get it, as a stumbling play that time is nevertheless good for the first out.
Batting sixth.
In now, Eddie Rosario. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Hit out towards second. The second for one. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play. So much baseball history here at Fenway Park, in and around the stadium, as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting eighth.
Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinosa, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Puig has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Batting ninth, left fielder.
Striding into the box, Rusney Castillo. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Turned on down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Lamb gonna have to hurry. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting eighth.
Showtrack is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncork a good hard throw across the first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Well, if I'm pitching, I got to be shaking my head. That's the last thing.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Burns. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. The breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
The 0-1 delivery. This one's down to third. Scooped up. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting, left fielder, Mookie Betts.
Dig. In to try it again. And a throw over to third. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake. And strands a couple. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
Leading off for the Braves.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Enter
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Hernan Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter, strike one, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, replace the pitch.
Next for Atlanta, first baseman.
Ready for another chance? Freddie Freeman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And he's safe. Jake Lamb standing in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting.
Into the box, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Burns is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Masterful job of changing eye levels. A fastball up and in, and then a curveball down and away. It's got him in a little bit of a rocking chair situation. I'm curious what he'll throw here.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. It's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
Leading off the fourth for the Red Sox, left fielder.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
So up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing. But he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Josh Bell is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Settling in now, Yasiel Puig hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Lined hard toward right center, and they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Well, I love it when guys are aggressive with the runner in scoring position. First pitch, he jumps all over to drive in the run.
Eddie Rosario.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Heading after it is Kepler. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay throw, and he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, they'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Well, that's a big hit right there. With 2 outs, just try to be simple. Put the ball in play, get a base hit, and drive the run in, and that's what he did right there.
Takes this the other way to right. Kepler is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base.
Leading off for the Braves, shortstop
Andrelton Simmons is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Standing in, Danny Espinosa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Boy, that was an ugly swing. He clearly was not looking for that pitch.
Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Swihart recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Espinosa is retired, 2 down now.
Left fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rusney Castillo comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Now here's the pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him. Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Billy Burns. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Center fielder, Billy Burns.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Now batting, third
Ready
baseman,
once again, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
And now against his body, a jump throw. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show-Track. Shows off some great range, and it's still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Here's Mookie Betts. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
First baseman number 55.
Ready for another shot now. Josh Bell. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Betts is on his way home. The tag from Castillo is not in time, and the run's in to score. Appeared to. In now is Yasiel Puig. This will go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ender Inciarte. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Strike 2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they're different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Hernan Perez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
First baseman number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
We're just not used to seeing him get nothing but base hit.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A little 2-out rally going on right now, back to back.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Swinging a line drive, but this will be foul.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Ready on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short. Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Line towards center field. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Josh Harrison stands in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. Digging in once again, Xander Bogaerts. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. A 1-0 delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. Freeman is over and he tucks it away for the second out. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. The runner scores from second, but no, he puts on the brakes and will head back to first.
Well, the Green Monster comes into play. You don't see that many other places. I don't think any other place. That's the coolness of Fenway Park and the Green Monster. You get held to a single, but man, you hit a ball off the monster. You tell everybody that one.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you're not always going to hit the...
In now, Jose Ramirez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Red Sox settle for just the 1. On to the 7th here in game 1. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Hit to short. Bogaerts has it. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The batter, number 15.
Ready for another chance? Danny Espinosa. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
Gloved by Bogaerts. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Mookie Betts. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Felipe Rivero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Hit hard to short. Scooped up on the backhand. 1 away.
Felipe Rivero.
Josh Bell the next to hit. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the night, and are you surprised? That's 3 singles. Now sits 3.
In now is Yasiel Puig
as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field.
Castillo is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Eddie Rosario. A hit in 2 tries so far. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Bounced slowly back toward the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Digging in to try it again, Rusney Castillo. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Rusney Castillo.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Throw into second. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he is in there.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
Ender Inciarte.
Digging in, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way.
Standing in now, Hernan Perez. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, that's a big...
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And here's a ball hit in the air. And the run is in to score from third. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. Jake Lamb standing in now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Dansby Swanson will try and loosen up here as he'll be the runner at second base following the injury. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. So striding in, Wellington Castillo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hopped into the air, back behind second. Harrison is there to make the catch, and they'll get Dansby Swanson, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Dansby Swanson.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Josh Harrison is retired, leading off the bottom of the eighth. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Bogaerts will head for second. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Blake Swihart. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Billy Burns. Couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there. Into the box now, Max Kepler. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. Those balls aren't even close. He's got to make it work a little bit.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So striding in, Andrelton Simmons. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, 1 out, down 1 in the 9th. He's got to find a way, any way to get on base, and he does more than that, getting into scoring position here. We've got a great finish on our hands, guys.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. At the plate, Rusney Castillo. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Betts giving chase. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Boston win the opener here in the division series. So that's a wrap for this afternoon. For Harold, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who will get the ball here in this one. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this is a hitter's ballpark. I mean, you hit the ground ball, it's going to go through because the infield is fast, but it's the ball up in the zone. If you touch it, it's going to carry. So why not be aggressive? Look for that ball up and let it fly. All right, time for a majestic defensive alignment for the Red Sox. And I'm looking in the outfield at Mookie Betts. This kid came up as a second baseman, flew through the organization, tearing it up. But where are you going to go when you're blocked by Dustin Pedroia? So they moved him to the outfield. I cannot believe how quick he caught on.